Today, we're going to cover a brand new Omega Planet Ocean with an unexpected twist, a special Rolex announcement for everyone in Europe, and a debatable move from King Seiko, among other things. So let's get into it. Hi everyone, my name is Jenny, and I know from my own experience how hard it is to keep up with the news and watch news especially. So to make life easier for you, I filter through all the blogs and sites to bring you the most important watch stories and releases of the past couple of days. So lean back, turn up the volume, and get updated. In a very bold statement, Rolex has officially opened its new flagship store on Old Bond Street in London, spanning multiple floors. This Rolex store is the largest one in Europe now, with about 11,000 square meters of shop space. They've had this big fancy opening ceremony that was hosted by, I don't think I got this wrong here, but Watches of Switzerland and Rolex, which is the parent company of Hodinkee, Watches of Switzerland, and handpicked guests could tour the new shop then. Just as the flagship store in Dubai, this one is also a mix of a regular Rolex store paired with a smaller kind of themed exhibition style displays throughout the store, and they also added a CPO, so a certified pre-owned section here in London. The article on Hodinkee, which I will link for you down below, states that they dedicated the entire top floor to their service center, so I hope that servicing for London-based people will be faster now. It looks very impressive, and the next time I'll be in London, I will definitely make sure to go there and visit. But man, I have to say, everything about this entire store opening article reads extremely intimidating, and I feel like I can't just, walk up there and go inside. London flagship paired with Mayfair London just screams elitism, and I'm really curious to read about customer experiences in the next couple of months to come about this place. And yeah, we will see how that turns out, I guess. And now let's move over to the releases. First, I want to show you a new Chronoswiss. Admittedly, not really a watch brand I talk a lot about, but I did review a very cool electric blue open resec once. I will link it for you down below. Anyway, they just released an entirely new series of watches. The Chronoswiss Pulse 1 is a sports watch made from the most popular material right now, of course, titanium. It has an integrated bracelet and deviates from Chronoswiss's classic aesthetic when it comes to its case too, but you still have the onion crown that remains, and the case is sandblasted throughout, so you have this very nice matted look that I have become to enjoy recently. Really like how that looks. It has a diameter of 41mm and a short lug-to-lug of just 47, compared to its diameter. There are currently two dial colors available. You've got this kind of matte salmon beigey color and a very deep inky blue, of course, with a regulated display. That's Chronoswiss after all. Then you've got the central minute on the outside, the hour on the sub dial at 12, and then you've got the retrograde second that jumps back every 30 seconds down here in the middle. They're both limited to only 100 pieces per color, and they go for $13,000. I myself really love the new style of Chronoswiss. I think, with a quirky dial with that resec, you really need to kind of streamline the case and bracelet to not kind of accidentally, look kitsch. And I think they have achieved that with this watch. I personally think the blue dial looks best. And, I just checked, they will be attending Watches and Wonders this year. So I'm hoping to get a look at the watch in person there. And a new Seamaster Planet Ocean has arrived. More specifically, the Seamaster Planet Ocean World Timer Deep Black. It is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Planet Ocean. And for this, they were deciding to top it off with a complication you wouldn't necessarily associate with their deep dive collection. They have added a world timer to the Planet Ocean. The case is fully made from brushed black ceramic, which gives it this very nice matte and kind of roughed up look, built around the Meta certified chronometer caliber 8938 that has proved its capabilities since 2017 when it was first released. It has a 600 meter water resistance, the hands are PVD coated, the bezel has a laser ablated diving scale with polished indices, and depending on the dial, you either have a turquoise or a gray colorway. The super luminova is either gray or white. The world map is done on a titanium base, and we have seen this type of world timer layout on other Omega watches before, so that thing is not new. It flows out with this honeycomb pattern, which makes this look very I don't know, for lack of a better word, I would say like techie to me. Central European time uses Bien for reference, since this is where Omega originates from. Measurements are 45.5mm when looking at the diameter, with a lug-to-lug of 52.4 and a price of $14,800 for either color. And I think, as always with these mostly entirely blacked out watches, they speak to a very specific group of people, and it is a hit or a miss for the rest of us. I also feel like this could very well be the next Bond watch. I don't don't know, kind of feels like it. Don't think this is going to happen, but I don't know. This is a very James Bond vibe to me. And for this one, I would really like to ask you guys what you think of this. I really can't decide if I like it or not. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this design choice or not. And last but not least, we have a Seiko, or more specifically King Seiko. You know, Seiko is one of the most popular watch brands. No question there. But King Seiko seems to still be a bit on kind of wobbly legs since its relaunch in 2022, because usually they are well known for leaning more towards, you know, classic designs. But the new release now makes it seem like they're starting to branch out a bit more, because King Seiko, which is kind of, you know, the mid-tier option between Seiko and Grand Seiko, just announced their, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, VANAC series? I don't know. Anyways, they're heavily inspired by the 70s Seiko watches, and a blocked watch has this amazing photo that really shows just how heavily King Seiko leaned into the 70s theme here. The new series consists of 5 different dial options with a very, very angular case that is mixing brushed and polished surfaces. At first, I wasn't sure why they were somehow looking so, I don't know, like off to me. But when I read the article, it clicked. There's not really a bezel here, and they mentioned that. I'm not saying it's bad though, just different. I like it. Anyway, the case has a diameter of 41mm with a lug to lug of 45.1. And though it may look like it, the bracelet is not integrated, but can be released on a quick release with spring bars, which I think is really cool. In terms of dial options, you have a purple, a classic deep blue, you've got an amber, an ice blue, and a classic white dial. They all have the same layout with these linear stripes in the center, and then those sunray-like stripes on the outer ring that holds the indices and the date. They will be sold for $3,300 each, all equipped with the brand's own automatic caliber 8L45, which isn't, I have to say, the greatest in terms of accuracy, with, I think it is -5 to +10 seconds per day. Oh yeah, and the amber one is a limited edition. It's called Tokyo Horizon and is limited to 700 pieces. And that like pastel icy blue one is, I think it's going to be a boutique only dial color. So yeah, I think the dials look great and the watch overall is pretty cool, but I'm not on board with the pricing, given the fact that, you know, the caliber isn't as great as, you know, others and not COC certified. You could get better watches from around the same, you know, amount of money with an even better performance. So yeah, not really on board with the pricing, but totally on board with the design. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss out on any more updates, I recommend subscribing to my channel. And then I will see you in my next video. Bye.